put a channel in here, so you can sort of see just here. I just drag that up, and I'll make the adjustments. So there we go. So that gives us an idea where silver's currently trading. So let's just zoom in a little bit. So let's go into the 1 hour. Here we go. So as you can see on the 1 hour, it gives us a better and closer look at it.
Before we get started, just a quick disclaimer. The content on this channel is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not financial advice, and I am not a licensed financial advisor. Everything shared in this video is based on personal opinion, research, and experience. So please do your own research and consult a qualified professional before making any financial decisions. Investing involves risk, and you could lose money. By watching this video, you agree that you are responsible for your own financial choices. With that said, let's get into the video.
Welcome back to Bull and Bear Hunter. Today we are looking at the silver weekly chart, and we're going to look to update it, discuss what's happened over the week, and see where we could be potentially heading this week. So I'm just going to go ahead and just put some lines of supports and resistance in. This is the monthly view. So this is the long-term look at silver. So again, we're still towards the upper end of the silver trade chart. You can see we've had a big bounce, and we're now in that 8,000 area. So I'm just gonna put a resistance just over 9,600 ounce, and then we'll go into the daily. As you can see on the daily, we're still within our smaller channel that we put in last week, and we've managed to trade up with the 8,000 as of Friday. Went above it, popped up above it to sort of the 8,278, and then we settled back just above the 8,000. So we are on the higher side of the smaller channel. Could we potentially head up to the 8,640 area? Possible. We'll just have to wait and see what happens this week. And the other thing, we can potentially head lower in our smaller channel as well. But for now, I'm going to put in a target of 8,600, which will be the middle of the bigger channel that we've got. So that's the target that we could potentially be heading towards. And then we've also got the lower support area as well, which is the 7,420. So let's just go ahead and type that in. So we've got a clear objective and target. And then all we do is just keep an eye on it and just see whether if it heads down to that direction, can we hold it and can we bounce off it? Looking at the channel we've put in, it suggests that if it does go to the lower part, we should hopefully bounce back up. So let's now look at the 1 hour. Go. So there's the 1 hour view. Let's move it across. Let's just extend this middle support line. Let's bring that out. There we go. I think about there would be good. So that gives us a support area. So if silver does come back in, and on the 1 hour view, we know it could be heading to this middle area, which is the 7890. So we'll just go ahead and just type that in. 7890. There we go. So we now know we've got support 7420 and middle support, which is 7890. So now zoom out. So everything's now in place. So we know the upper end target, middle, and the lower support. So let's okay. So now let's just go to the 10-minute view and just make sure everything's still intact and there's no changes on what the chart, the longer the view charts are showing us. So everything's still in place. So all the supports and resistance still exactly the same. What we'll go ahead and do is just adjust the actual channels and supports themselves. Just drag this one across. So after making the necessary adjustments to the chart, we can just have a quick look at where silver could be heading this week. For me, you've got the clear support, which is the 742 area, and then you've got the top target of the 8,600. So that's what I expect silver to potentially trade this week. So let's keep an eye on it. Let's see what happens. It has hit the first target of the 8,000 and it's now trading above it. Can it hold it, and can it go to the 8,600 target area? Let's see how silver gets on this week, and we'll be back next week with the updated chart. Now that concludes the charting of our silver this week. If you like what you are watching, if you can like, share, subscribe, leave your comments below. Look out for other charts this week of palladium and platinum. Thank you.